Hi, my name is Tara.
I'm Dave.
And we're the Thirsty Thrifters. Cheers.
Boom, I got it.
That was major
Finally.
clinking. We like to do videos about thrifting and selling on Poshmark and drinking wine as we go.
We drink wine. Tonight's wine is Barefoot.
This is some cheap wine.
Sauvignon Blanc. Yeah, it's not a Marlborough, New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc, so it's okay.
It's okay.
It's not as good as a New Zealand Marlborough Sauvignon Blanc. But moving on. Tara said to keep the wine stuff brief. So
this video is about my testing of some methods I've heard for increasing your sales on Poshmark. I am testing these methods one at a time and calculating my profits to see if it makes a difference. So first I'm going to go over what I have always done on Poshmark to make sales, and that I stay consistent with so that the numbers I compared would be like an apples to apples comparison.
No one likes apples to oranges.
No one likes apples to oranges. And then I will tell you what I changed to see if it would increase the sales. This video is really for somebody who's kind of seasoned at selling on Poshmark and knows the basics, that you need good pictures, you write good titles, good descriptions. You know that you need to be sharing the items in your closet. You know all this stuff. This is not a beginner's video. This is, I know how to do Poshmark. Why am I not selling stuff? What can I do to sell more stuff?
This is for the Poshmark vets.
Exactly. So the things I have been doing for pretty much the last year at least, that I have stayed consistent with are these 5 things. I share my closet pretty much 3 times a day, every day. Hold on. Oh. Occasionally 2, sometimes 4, but it's pretty much 3. And that's sharing each and every item. Number 2, I do send offers to likers pretty much 15 minutes or more after they have liked an item. I send them the same day. I do not send massive offers to likers, and I do 10%. I have done different ones, but I did 10% for the last few months, so I'm keeping that consistent. The third, I have a whole video on this if you want to watch it, but to sum it up quickly, every day I look at my usually 5 oldest listings. I send my best offer on those listings, and then the next day, if they are not sold, I relist them. So I do relist old items every day. Number 4, I try to list at least 5 new items every day. Sometimes I'm not always consistent, but usually I am. And the very last one is that I have a few what people call PFFs, Posh Friends Forever, I guess you call it. Really, it's just people that I have bookmarked their closet, and I share some items from their closet pretty much every day. I have 6, 7, 8 people that I do that for every day. I don't know if it makes a difference. I do like looking at what they have for sale, though. It's very interesting. And they oftentimes share back. I don't know if it makes any difference, but anyway, those are the things I always do.
I got a couple BFFs. You know who you are.
Not Posh?
Yeah, you're not watching, probably.
So I am going to tell you how I came up with my numbers to figure out if this method made any difference. And I'll try to say this clearly and not get too technical. So
here's a graph.
This is just me keeping track of what I was doing. I am comparing the January numbers to last January's numbers, because we all know different months sell different amounts no matter what you're doing. So for instance, what you sell in June is not going to be anywhere close to what you sell in October, because October people are shopping more, June is the summer slowdown. So I took December 2018's numbers and compared them to December 2019's numbers to see how much more I sold in the year. Because I do have more listings, I've learned, what I'm doing a little more. So my numbers increased from year to year, December to December, 33.58%. So I am predicting that my numbers January to January are also going to increase 33.58%. Does that make sense? Not to Dave, apparently. So I increased my January numbers 33.58% to predict what I would normally get without trying this method at all. And I'm also comparing just my profits after Poshmark fees. And that would include if I send the shipping discount to offers to likers. Because I could send everybody free shipping and my sales number would go up, but my profits would not necessarily go up. So I'm talking about just profits. So I predicted, without changing anything, that I would sell $1,585.74 in profit in January. Then I had to divide that by days to get how much per day, and then I would predict how much I would get in this 1 week of this experiment. So in this 1 week, it would be predicted that I would make that doesn't seem right, but it is. $358.05. Yeah, $51.15 per day is $358.05 in a 7-day period. Okay? That's what I would get without any change, I thought. Okay? So now we're going to talk about what I did, what exactly this method is that I tested first. I'm going to be testing new ones. I did this for 1 week and then I took a week off. So what I did is it's just following the hosts of the parties and following their followers. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Super simple.
Super simple.
I'm getting a headache from this video.
I recorded a little video of me doing it on the iPad. It's like under a minute, so you can insert that video right here, okay?
Okay, so let's stop it so I can insert the video.
We're gonna pause to insert.
Here's how this process works on the iPad. You click on shop right here, and you scroll down to parties. Click on all parties. And I am going to the past parties, which are down here, not the upcoming parties. So you pick any one that's already happened, and the hosts are listed here. And click their name. If you're not following them, you click follow. Click their followers. And then find all the ones you haven't followed and follow them. And you do this over and over and over.
Okay.
And we're back.
Hope you enjoyed that little clip. So what you're basically doing is going into the parties every day. There's usually 3 to 5, I think.
I like parties.
You're going into the party and finding the hosts of the party. You click on their profile, and if you're not following them, you click follow. Okay?
That's a lot of follows.
Hold on.
Okay.
We're just getting started. Then you're going to look at, I showed this in the video. You're going to see where it says how many followers they have. You click that button, and then it just shows you a list. And any blue buttons you see, people who you haven't followed, you're going to follow them.
Following followers.
Yes. There's 5 to 8, 9 hosts of every party. There's 5 parties a day. And when you click on that button, it will show you only 1,000. Now, some of them will have, there's one host in particular that has like 3-point-some million followers. You're not going to click their button and be following millions of followers. It will only show you 1,000. I don't know how they pick the 1,000. I've heard that it's the 1,000 most recent followers they've had. I don't know if that's true. It could be the 1,000 most active followers they've had. Who knows? You just click buttons. So I did that every day for 7 days. And Dave is going to be my interviewer now to talk about the results and what it was like and all that kind of stuff. So I wrote out 6 questions. We'll see how long this takes.
Well, the first question I have is...
Talk louder.
How long did it take?
How long did this take? Day 1 took 3 hours, I think, total.
3
It was
hours.
hours. It was hours. And I got put in what people call share jail or follow jail. I got to a point where it gave me an error message when I tried to follow people. I don't know what the limit is. There is a limit. Somebody might know of how many people you can follow in a day, and I hit that limit.
Like,
so I didn't
she's a
get
stalker.
them. I didn't get them all done.
You're done.
I had to finish the next day. So when you're first starting out, there's going to be so many blue buttons on every person, on every host. You're going to be doing this forever. But it gets better after day 1 because some of the hosts recur over and over and over. I think they're probably Poshmark employees. That's my best guess, because they host a party every day or 2 parties every day. So those people will be almost done. You'll just keep scrolling and they'll all be followed, and you'll be like, oh, I know, I already did this person, I'll go on. So count on 3 hours the first day.
I'm moving on.
Count on 3 hours the first day, and it was 1 or 2 hours every day afterwards. So yes, time consuming.
My second question, how easy was it? I think you just answered that too.
It was easy in terms of it was mindless. It was just scrolling and clicking every blue button you see. That was all it was. It was totally mindless. I was so bored. I was so tired of doing it at the end. Next question.
What surprised you?
What surprised me? I don't know if it was surprising. I got so many notifications, and I knew I would get lots of people that would follow back, but I had so many notifications. I hardly ever used the little buttons that you can pick to show only your likes, only the comments, only the bundles. I never use those. I like to scroll and look at everything. But I would have 200, 300 notifications every time I'd open the app again. So I had to use those buttons to make sure I didn't miss a like or anything. So yeah, be prepared for tons of notifications. Oh, one other thing that surprised me was on the second day of doing this, I got a host pick on a party, which means pretty much nothing.
What's that mean?
So what the host of the parties, their job, I guess, is to pick a few items that they're featuring as their pick for the party. And somehow people can see these host picks. And I got a lot of people commenting, congratulations on your host pick. But it still hasn't sold, that item. So host picks
Tara.
just mean a little more traffic in your closet, more people coming to your closet, which I didn't really need at this point because I had hundreds of notifications. Okay,
what should I know if I try this?
What should you know? It takes a long time.
I've heard that before.
I mean, I did every host, every party for a week. So I was committed, so that's why it took so long. You'll probably get tired of doing this very fast, and you might give up. That's what I would say you should know.
All right. What were the results?
What were the results? So as I mentioned, my prediction for if I had not done this was that I would make $358.05 of profit in that week of January. My actual profit was $442.30.
That's like...
So my sales did increase by almost $90, which is...
Like a quarter?
Like a quarter, a little more than a quarter.
Dave does do math sometimes.
So they did increase. I was very surprised by this. I thought it would do nothing.
Now, would you do it again with the results and all you had to put into it?
If I was bored to tears, I might do it again.
Well, you are.
I would rather list stuff. I mean, if you have nothing to list, if you have too much inventory and you need to clear it out, and this is all you want to do, you don't want to list anything else, you don't want to buy anything else, you just want to make sales, it might help you out. So personally, I would not do it again. I would list more things. I have other sales methods I try, but this is a very mindless activity. If you work at a desk job and you can keep a browser open in the background, you could just be clicking buttons. So
I mean, it worked.
It seemed to work. And another thing
bottom line,
is,
it worked.
Here's the other thing. The next week, the next 7 days, I did everything like I told you, the 5 things I always do, and I just didn't follow the hosts and follow their followers. I took that back out of what I was doing. And so in the week I was doing it, I made 442 in profit. The next week I made 287 in profit. So that went down.
Followers. Following followers.
I wanted it to be equal. I wanted it to show like maybe my closet's just doing really good in January no matter what.
That wasn't the case.
So I'm going to give this one it works, but it's no fun. That's what I'm going to say. So if you enjoyed hearing about this method.
Her mood has been very pleasant.
My mood has been.
Yeah, it's great.
Since I stopped doing it, probably.
Yes.
I am going to test more methods. I've already started testing a second method, which I will reveal in a couple more weeks because I will do this 1 week on, 1 week off. I want to see. Yes. But if you have a method you've heard of a way to make sales and you want to know if it works, you want it to be tested, leave that below. You can link a video if it's in somebody else's video on YouTube. You can just describe what it is. You let me know, and I will test it if I think it's a valid idea.
You can let us know, and I'll tell her if you let me know, too.
Oh, hush.
You can let me know, too.
And also, we're going to do a what sold video to go over everything that's sold in these 2 weeks. In just a few minutes, we're going to record it. So stay tuned. That'll be put out in the near future. What are you looking at?
Oh, the slow cooker.
Oh, the crock pot is making
bubbling
noise.
Like bubbling.
Good TV, Dave.
Sorry.
So
I was
if you want to
distracted
see
by food, imagine that.
If you want to see what's sold in these 2 weeks, we'll give some more details of that in a video coming up.
Is it coming up?
Yeah. He'll probably edit it and put it out in about 8 to 10 business days. It'll be sooner.
Oh, she'll be on me. She'll be on me. I'll get it done. Trust me.
But thank you for watching, and that's all for this video.
Cheers.
Cheers, Dave.